What is up, guys? Welcome back to Wildly Opinionated, your source for random wildlife discussion. I promise I'll never do that again. I'm so sorry. Anyway, go ahead and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at wildly_podcast. You can follow me personally at The Bonner Lade on Instagram and Twitter. And find us on Facebook by searching the Wildly Opinionated Podcast or at Wildly Opinionated. Find us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts. And there's a couple other random podcatchers that we show up on that I frankly am not even sure actually exist. But go ahead and follow us there. Subscribe, share, revine, add us on LinkedIn. I don't know, whatever. Just do stuff. Give me attention. That's all I want. Literally all I want. But anyway, welcome back to our March Mammal Madness bracketology analysis, where nerds and sports meet in a glorious world of science and sweat. Anyway, we already did analysis of the jump division and the waterfalls division. This next one up is the category division, which is a terrible, terrible pun about animals that are not felines but have feline-like names. Some of these aren't even mammals, so I hate that I like the pun. I really do. But I do like the pun. So, let's go ahead and jump straight into it, though, with our first battle, the 1-seeded sea lion versus our wild card winner, the 16-seeded antlion. While I do like a good wild card Cinderella story, this just isn't going to work out for this antlion. You know, there's the larval stage of like 2 centimeters long. They make these little sand traps. Even though they have these real big mandibles and, you know, they can kill a bunch of ants, you're not dealing with an ant here. You're dealing with a sea lion. They're gnarly. There's that video of them dragging, or that one dragging that little girl in the water, because they're carnivores. Like, they're meat eaters. They're fish eaters. There's a reason it's a 1 seed. Sea lion is taking this from the antlion for a pretty easy round 1 victory. Our next battle is the small spotted cat shark at a 8 seed versus the 9-seeded stone cat. Now, normally I think this is a pretty good 8 to 9 seeds are a pretty good battle, but this one I think, honestly, the cat shark has a pretty big edge. It's 4 times the size of a stone cat, and it's a fish eater. So this is just, a stone cat is about 1 pound, a cat shark's about 4 pounds. It's a normal prey item, besides you look at the freshwater situation, but I have the cat shark taking the stone cat pretty easily. I need to mark these down. This is going to dry out now because of that, but it's all for the video, right? So we got the sea lion and the cat shark winning, and the stone cat and the antlion taking the fat L. Our next battle is the tiger owl at the 5 seed versus the 12-seeded panther chameleon. This is an interesting one because the tiger owl has all of the tools to take out this panther chameleon, and the panther chameleon doesn't have anything it can do to hurt the tiger owl. But the big thing about these chameleons is their camouflage and their mimicry. So, can the tiger owl find the chameleon? I do think they can, because being such good predators, especially in nocturnal situations where they're not used to having full sight of everything, I have the tiger owl taking these things out because it's, 2 feet long, tall, whatever you want to call it. It's a very good and structured and sound predator. This panther chameleon, while it is one of the greatest hiders, hide-and-seek champions of the animal kingdom, I'm going to go ahead and go tiger owl takes this one from our friend Le Panther Chameleon, especially if you are How I Met Your Mother fans. Next we have the fisher cat at a 4 seed versus the 13-seeded tiger salamander. Now, fisher cats, they don't have very many natural predators. They kill prey a lot stronger than these tiger salamanders. And these tiger salamanders are small, and while their mucus may upset some things that would want to eat it, well, it's not very palatable, it could potentially be toxic. I'm going to go ahead and say the fisher cat takes this one. I hate to keep picking just the higher seed, because Cinderella stories do exist, but I don't see it happening in this situation. Next, you have the lion-tailed macaque coming in the 6th seed versus the cat snake at the 11th seed. At the 11th seed. Now, I'm going to go ahead and rock with this. Lion-tailed macaque is an old world, old school monkey. It's got street smarts, it's got the teeth, it's got the primate ability. It's coming for the neck. And this cat snake, they're only mildly venomous, and they rarely inject their venom when they're in a defensive setting. And in this situation, I don't really think the cat snake is going to be trying to attack the lion-tailed macaque, so it's going to be a defensive attack. So I got the lion-tailed macaque. I'm rocking with the old world monkey, old school monkey, Frank the Tank. Come on now. Lion-tailed macaque with a big, fat, old world W. Bye-bye, cat snake. Not even a cat. Next we have the bearcat versus the 14-seated leopard frog. Bearcat is also known as a binturong because the bearcat's kind of an ambiguous term that is used. I don't know. It's a bunch of colleges use it. But while I will agree that the bearcat has a lot of things over this leopard frog, like it's bigger and fun fact. This is probably binturongs aren't very well known. But a lot of people do know the fact about they smell like popcorn. Their urine has a compound in it that is similar to the compound that makes popcorn smell good. It's 2-acetyl-1-pyrroline. And they have their urine, they spray it, they pee, whatever. But they kind of drag their tails through it sometimes, and it gets stuck in their tails, and then they just smell like buttered popcorn. But how is that going to help you in a fight? Unless the leopard frog can't focus long enough to fight. Plus, while I am a proud student at Texas A&M, I am also a native of Nacogdoches, Texas, which is home to Stephen F. Austin State University, which is the Lumberjacks, and they have a bitter rivalry, the Piney Woods rivalry, or Battle of the Piney Woods, with Sam Houston State University, who is the Bearcats. So, despite whatever your science numbers and statistical analysis say, I'm rocking with SFA. Axum Jacks. No more bearcat. Leopard frog moves on. SFA. 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 Okay. Next we have the tiger coal versus the green catbird. Tiger coal is carnivorous, about 7 pounds, and basically the green catbird is about 7 ounces, so roughly a 16th of the size of the catbird or the tiger coal. Now they do have a pretty cool thing, it's why they're called a green catbird, is they have a beautiful green plumage. But also their call kind of mimics a cat's meow. Just kind of sound, not identical, but you could at least distinguish that it is similar to a cat's meow. So that's why they're called a green catbird, but having cool feathers and a cool sound doesn't really make up for a 16 times larger than you carnivore. So I got the tiger quoll, moving on to next round, and the green catbird sitting at home and, sounding like a cat. Our final battle for round 1 in the category division is a very interesting one. You have the 2-seeded Nimravid, or false saber-toothed cat, versus a 15-seeded dandelion. Now, I'm not entirely sure how a dandelion is a 15 seed instead of a 16 seed, because while the antlion did not make it very far, this is a plant. So I don't know, but that's not my business. So the Nimravid is a extinct form of big cat. They're very similar physically to saber-toothed cats, but they're not very closely related. It's kind of like parallel evolution. But they're ranging, like family Nimravidae, range in size from like about a leopard to some of them were bigger, more like lions and tigers. But I'm going to go ahead and have the Nimravid moving on to round 2. And the dandelion just kind of sitting there, maybe getting stepped on. But that's all we got for the category division. All those terrible puns and non-feline, feline, except for the Nimravid. That actually was feline. Was that it? I think that might have been the only one that actually was a feline. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, thank you again for tuning in to our March Mammal Madness Wildly Opinionated Bracketology Analysis. And I hope your brackets are doing great. I hope you're killing it. I hope you're betting people a lot of money on this. But, well, never mind. Don't do that. Because tons of reasons. And I can't, legally, I don't want to support that type of... I'm just going to go now. Anyway, follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Email us at wildlyopinionated@gmail.com if you have questions, comments, concerns, Or if you have a Spotify playlist you want to share with me, because I'm always looking for new music. I really like Norwegian death metal and Selena Gomez. Anyway, I'm out.